All right, now we are on live on YouTube. Today we are here with Beatriz, and today we are gonna talk about the Christmas movie. It's a difficult topic for me, but let's go. Let's know about like another movies. Maybe I will get to know some movies that I never watched before, but it's a good experience. And for YouTube, I want to explain a little bit about Talking Talk. Talk Talk is a platform that you can get know and study another languages. Here we can study English, Spanish, Italian, French, Mandarin, and German. And it's a good opportunity to develop the fluency because here we can make mistakes and we have to think in another language. And it's a big challenge for some people that want to be fluent. So talk, we don't have like jutes and things like that. I'm not that teacher. I'm just another student that just guide us some immersion, and that's a little explain about Talking Talk. And Beatrice knows like how works the platform. So I want to you introduce yourself, and this is the first questions. So you can introduce yourself, please.
Okay. Good evening. My name is Beatriz. I am 32 years old and I am from São Paulo, but I live in Portugal have 1 year. Uh, I live in with my husband and my daughter. I have a degree in accounting and one MBA in business management. In the moment, I don't work, but I work at one company here almost 1 year. I was financial manager in this company in Brazil. I worked at another company with 11 years. In this company, I had administrative manager. I I like to relax. I like to travel. I moved to here because my husband died. And have intent to get better opportunities with us, us daughter. I think it is.
All right. Nice to meet you, Beatriz.
Nice to meet you.
So my name is Pedro. I am 25 years old. I graduate on design, but nowadays I work with a financial area in a credit cooperative. Nowadays I live in a little city that calls Joatuba. It's near from Belo Horizonte, and I am Mineiro from South and Earth, and I had the opportunity to live in another cities in Brazil, but nowadays I live here because of work. And I studied English. I don't know, I don't remember when I started to study English, but when I started to study in Talkie was the moment that I real put more effort in that, like to try to speak English every day and things like that. But I admit that he had some things that I have to improve in my English skills. So that is. So, yesterday was the Christmas days. So today we're gonna talk, like I said before, about the Christmas movies. So I will read the first question, and if you can answer, Beatrice, please. What is your all-time favorite Christmas movies and why?
Recently, I watched the one children movie. The name is The Star of Belen. It's relation birth of Jesus. I think it's cute in the easy language for children. I like this.
I was search about Christmas movies, and I didn't remember about this movie. I remember. I don't know. I don't remember when was announced this movie, and the. But I remember my mother watched it in on cinema when this movie was on the first time on the movies on the cinema. But I didn't the opportunity to watch it yet. But my mom and my son and my brother liked a lot. But for me, I don't have like a favorite movie involving a Christmas theme. But searching a little bit, I remember some movies that I like Home Alone. In Brazil, we call it Esqueceram de Mim. Grinch is a good movie too. And the movie that I remember is animation. But I remember I watched it like twice. But it was a good movie that calls Phantasmas of Scrooge. I searched the name in Brazil, like in English is Christmas Carol, something like that. And it's a good movie, but I don't remember a good movie like involved like the real meaning of the Christmas, like Jesus' birthday. I don't remember a good one. I just remember Estrela de Belém, but it could be another one's good, but I don't remember now.
Okay.
Beatriz, could you read the next one and answer, please? The
Yes.
number three.
Do you have any specific Christmas movie you watch every year? Which on and why? I don't have one specific Christmas movie, but my husband doesn't like my choices. Uh, normally, I he saw I choose the romantic cliche Christmas movie. Uh, he argued me because we've said our relational to love she put. I think this film is romantic cliches Christmas movie. One specific, no.
I really like some cliches movies too. Just not involve like Christmas, but like other things. Sometimes I am a little impatient, like to choose a good movie, and I just prefer like to remember some movie that I liked it and watch just for don't lost some time, like to have to choose some movie, and sometimes we made some choice and that is a not good movie, and it's like you real disappointed. So I prefer like some cliches movies too, but involving like a Christmas. I don't remember if I had someone that I watched every year, because like on this part of this year, most of the time I pass with my family and my friends, so I don't have a time to watch these types of movie. And nowadays I believe that's continuous, but I remember when I was young, on this part of the year, he passed like on the TV, on the public channels, like all these cliches movies involve Christmas. But nowadays, I didn't watch TV so frequently, so I don't know if this tradition continues. But Home Alone, like Esqueceram de Mim, I think it's a good one that I every time that I watched this movie, I laughed because I laughed, I don't remember like how to say this word now, but it's a real good movie because like it's a kid involved like the more US Christmas, but it's a real good one because it's like more funny, has more comedy. So I prefer like these types of movies, just not uh, with so much emotion and things like that. I like some movies that we can have some laughs. That is. I believe like we have just the questions involve Christmas movies, but we can enlarge like this topic, like talking about some movies that it passed on TV, or we like to watch it on this part of year, like the end of year. Because like I say, I don't remember like so much movies, and there was talk just about that I remember. So we can enlarge
Mm-hmm.
that like more nostalgic ones and things like that.
Okay.
So with that, Christmas movie or end year movies character do you relate to the most? So I believe the Grinch is a good one. I don't. I think like the holiday spirit in Christmas holiday, he has like a big changes, and the real meanings of the this holiday, he changed his personality, and they are really interesting uh how we can change like things like that. I remember like Phantasms of Scrooge has the similar message, because and Christmas has some meaning of charity, and the give the things for the people who needs, and I believe like it's the most genuine spirit of the about this holiday. And the when we saw like some people that don't like this holiday, I can like comprehend like the meanings of his choice. But it's that movies like, for example, Grinch and from of Gosh Ghost of Scrooge, he shows to us like how a simple holiday could change like the personality, and the how we can saw the life, and the another give you another perspective of the point of view and the life. That is. How about you, Beatrice? Like I said, we can like talk about like another movies like involve like this topic.
Uh, relation to sense of Christmas, I I put me I put myself in not our normal Christmas, but in the story films, the past, or only Maria too. Nowadays, I with mother, I think when one mother pass with our situation, I put myself in situation if movies stories.
All right. Can you read the next one? It's the number five.
Yes. In your opinion, what makes a Christmas movie truly memorable? I think, in addition, in the before question, um, I think it's put the film more realistic possible for situation the nowadays, and put the actors for express the some some message. I think they send one message for people who learn it. Uh, don't don't get mistakes nowadays. I think it's memorable films. Uh, yesterday too, I watched the one film that the Second Mundial War, when the first and the único batalhão negro da história de mulheres sende 180 milhões de cartas paradas. It's very interesting. In 6 months, it's true. It's as near 800 women.
How calls the this movie?
Como?
Como é o nome do filme? That movie you said?
Eu vou olhar aqui e te falo. I
All
don't
right.
remember the names.
I'm not very good with names too, but I think it's interesting. I will watch it after. So my opinion, a memorable movie. I agree with you. When we saw like a true history, and a movie like express like the how would be like it's not just a action like action. I really like some movies that we can perceive like the actors is real on the paper of the situation, and he can express like how will be like in the truly one. So I believe like it is very interesting. Even when we watch some animations and things like that, when I perceive like a truly one, like for example, I watched the just two movies about the Studio Ghibli, but I really like because like we can perceive some messages that pass on these movies, and I really like history like we can perceive like there is a begin, there is a situation that makes that some history like interesting, and we can pass about the situation and have a real end. I really like the history like is full, like you can perceive like the beginning, the middle, and the end. I really like because some movies like for example is more I don't know how this uh could be this same expression that we say the on Portuguese, but movies more cult. Sometimes we just don't understand like what the ends of history are just a mystery about like how the ends the story. And for me sometimes it's a nice like you don't have a real end, but for me I prefer had like a history like more clear for me. And when we had some things like
Yes.
that, I prefer. Even if we talk about Christmas and things like that, I believe like movies, a good movies have some memorable marks, and we can perceive like these things.
Okay, I put in chat the name of the film.
All
It's
right,
a good history.
I will watch. I will watch. Okay. All right. I have one option here because like we can continue to talk just about like movies of Christmas, or we can talk Christmas in general. What do you prefer?
What's your options? I don't
The first
understand.
option is continuous like following the questions, but I believe we just continues in the same movies, or we can talk about like other traditions on Christmas. What do you prefer?
Talking about other conditions.
All right. Let's talk about this year. I didn't pass the Christmas with my family because I worked the I don't know how to say antes de ontem, but I believe it's last of yesterday. I don't know. But I didn't pass with my family. But my family we have something that I talked some immersion last week. It's about the amigo culto. And what is your opinion about like uh these changes of the press of gifts? Do you like this traditional? Do you have this tradition in your family?
My family don't have this tradition, but when we make this, remember me my teenager phase or when I chilled. because my father have 80 siblings. Also, I have many cousins. In additional, is a big was a big word, a big Christmas when my grandfather was vivo, and it's a good memory. Uh, Here live two sisters and I. My brother and my parents live in Brazil. They get arrive here in 2 days, past New Year together. Is this the first time in 40 years because my old sister living here more time, and the when when one go and the other became another altogether.
They're very interesting because my family is also so much big because my grand grandmother and grandpa, my grandparents they had the 8 sons and daughters, and my family has so much people because like the my aunts has like for example four sons, and on the last in the last of year in the end of year we reown all the cousins, aunts, and everybody, and like the not related with blood with a blood relation, and the house of my grandparents like he has so much people, and that's real good. And about this game about I think that is so much fun in my family because like uh we spend so much time every year. We try to do that. Some years we can get, but most of the years we got that. And we spend a lot of time, and sometimes like we we try to give some gifts like funny, and after that give the real one. And sometimes that it was a real funny because some gifts is just unbelievable. Like we saw some figures that oh my gosh, I can't believe like he had this that idea, and I believe my family is so creative in this aspect.
Mhm.
So about
I
the
remember. Sorry.
go ahead.
No, I remember one situation with my cousins, and my brothers and I have a Mega Drive. My cousins have a Nintendo. Also, also one day was in we home, and the other day home, the competition. But I um, was the sorry, the única. They don't have player. Ele, they get me one play without connection for playing. A única, if we don't participate the competition, nossa, sorry, competition.
Old cousins have always do that, like try to the the oh my god, I forgot the younger ones like to make some fun and like I want to play right, get this control and play, but the real one you don't do anything. That it was very funny. I don't had like the same situation, but my cousins in general, my old ones like make some real pranks with me when I was a younger one too. I remember I had some pictures that we put like, yeah, oh my gosh, I have to know how to say that in English. Fasteners. Fastener is prendedores, and we all my clothes, like I just my clothes was fasteners, and yeah, it's a good one. About the Christmas too, has some food that relation about Christmas, like on the sale and things like that, that you never ever eat ever, that you don't like the taste or something like that. You are muted.
I don't remember the name in English, but I don't like frutas secas. It's not good for me. And you?
I don't have like so much prejudice with that. I try to eat everything. Uh, if I had to choose something that I don't like, maybe I don't know. For example, some meals that I eat, but it's not like the things that I most like. I don't know how to say lombo in English, but some ones like had some strong taste. But I ate that, but not the things that I like most. Had another things that I eat with more frequently when in the Christmas sale. Uh, I don't know what more we can talk, but involve traditions on Christmas. Yeah, we talk like about like he had some situations about the change gifts, but if, for example, my family don't had like the traditional like in the midnight we had like the say and things like that. The traditional is just like on the lunch of the 2025, the 25 day of December, like we just celebrate this data. We don't celebrate like in the midnight. And how about you? Your family did that or don't or do like the celebrations on the
My
midnight?
my family celebration in even the Christmas in another day too. It and the relation to eat in after midnight because the family is a little large. Don't eat in midnight. Get the gifts in the midnight, but the lunch is after before.
Yes, I get that. It's interesting because like each family has some traditions involving that. And how about like the Santa Claus? You said you had a daughter. How age is he? And you talk about like Santa Claus for him for her. How is that for you?
She is 2 years old, but I like the phase because I think in school uh, would speak about this because when I perception passed the one place, she asked me, ao Tatal, Natal, the lights, the decoration, she relation to Tatal. It's so cute. But I intend to explain to her about the date. Included this, I I took her in the mess after the Christmas.
Interesting. I asked this question because I had a real interesting situation, funny situation involving like the daughter of friends of mine, and the like he received some call about from the teacher of the her daughter, and he asked it to him like if his son could participate like some activity involving Santa Claus and things like that, and he agreed with that, but he asked like why he asked that for him, like why that's happening, and he said like because like he is a Christian, and he try to teach it from his daughter like, so Santa Claus, if it's mine, I give you your gifts and things like that. And his daughter says that like from the other children, like they talk about like Santa Claus, and he said no, Santa Claus doesn't exist. Just the one that gives the gifts is mother and father, and the real meaning of the natal is the birth of Jesus. And I saw that, and I think like it's real funny because like yeah, some kid like he had this perceive even with parents teaching that for her. We know like in other situations we had some another informations that it building like the mind of the children, but I believe I saw these situations and I saw a real funny one.
I believe I will enter her imagination in the next years. But she participated with all, included the make the tree, decoration. She took the tree all days. Put one decoration, retire all days. She moved this. Have a line in the finish the tree. All balls in the finish the tree.
And talk about decorations. You have some tradition like you just put the tree and put like the decoration one or a preset or something like that.
I don't have a present, but I intend to have one in the next year. Included I didn't know, but in the mass in the Christmas you get your baby, the presépio, the padre tipo benze o seu Jesus. In here, have one tradition in the mass. The people get your candle, one candle in one recipient, and you turn on in the mass. It put your in your window. It symbol that the light of God in your house. Many houses in the neighborhood have this tradition. Turn on in the mass in even Christmas. In mine, turn off today included.
That it was a very interesting tradition. I really don't know about that in the Portugal. He has this tradition, but I thought that is really interesting. Or in my house with my family, we had like traditions to decorate the the tree and have a little present. But this year was a little chaotic about like the situations. For example, for me, I changed my job. My my father
Foi um filme para ela.
my father changed the jobs too, and we don't have like so. And my mother nowadays is a teacher, and the in the end of the year for for her it's like yeah, real chaotic because it has to end like the year from the students, and this year we can't go to like a good one, and just the thing like we put like I believe when we trip they trip like on Monday from my grandparents' house. He just put a standard in the house, and, well, with a image about like a bird, the born of Jesus, and just that this year. But friends of mine, he likes like this tradition because his family, and now we lived with her with his wife, and he decided like to buy a tree and things like that, but his wife doesn't agree about that, like oh we start to move it together like with recently, and we have to prioritize our money like to buy essential things, and he wants to buy a tree for Christmas and things like that, but doesn't heard he she, and he buy the good tree and decorate that. But I really think like it's something like that you remember, and I really like when I passed like for example to some square on my city and saw like the decorations and things like that. Even sometimes it's more superficial, but I believe it's a some it's a some way like to remember like the spirit of the Natal.
I agree. I agree your opinion.
Uh, the number 80 has something that about soundtrack, and I believe like some music is so remarkable on the Christmas. Do you like some music involved like this talk, like Christmas that you really like to to listen or to sing?
I don't know. The first music I remembered is I don't know. It's the other época. The I think it's only music in Brazil. I remembered, but I don't have tradition uh, listening music with type Christmas. I listen in music in general, but don't specific this.
I get. In my opinion, I believe like yeah, I just remember like the sounds involved like when I was child, like Patrocínio Pequenino and things like that. Just these music that I remember. Maybe that has some songs like more actually, but I just remember some things like that because I believe these are remarkable because like you remember like for me for example I remember like my when I was in my childhood, and I had like these things, but my family in general we don't like. I know some traditional families like to listen some music is involved Christmas and things like that. The place that I work, we put some music like because we have to attend the public, and in this age we put like somewhat playlist is like about this topic. But to be honest, I really don't like when put like some music like just the dun, 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 dun. For me it's like when you listen to a one, it's like, oh my gosh, it's Christmas. Okay. But when you listen twice, oh, it's Christmas. But when you listen more, it's like get somewhat boring for me.
3 or 4 hours.
Yes, exactly. Just watching one time, all right. But more of that, doesn't work for me.
Different in Carnival.
Yeah, Zico Carnival because I don't really like Carnival, but the time that I try to go on this holiday, when you listen to some music like with I don't know how to say tambor and things like that with the you like it, but with so much time it's the same. Like it just change a little letters, but in the general is the same. uh, about like end of year. What do you like about like the this type this time of the year? Like you are more reflective about like what passed in the year, or you just is just one moment of the year that every year will come again? What how do you feel in this time?
Yes, I reflect uh, what passed in my year, um, what I can in another, uh, in specific now. I I think it past how change of my life. I sorry the word. Parece that I can faster the time, the things I need to improve. I need to. I think I need to. Eu não sei a palavra, alcançar the goals. And I think in this moment I think this because when we moved some things, uh, parece new start, and we have a pressa in objective goals. But
Very
normally
nice.
in Brazil, I I went to beach with my family. My parents had one apartment near the beach. In the apartment, we can see the lights, the midnight. Here in city I live, I have one castle with the lights turn on with this castle. Is castle a little tall, and you see in the some things the city. It's so beautiful. When my parents don't know, we see this local. A little cold.
Here in Brazil, in Minas Gerais, it starts this time of this year. It rains a lot, but it's not cold. It's real hot. It's like just the rain and the stop. Rain stops like the summer times in Brazil. I believe you know that. But like this time, I believe like the most of the people has like this type of feelings like to be more hopeful about a new year. It's a new opportunity like to make a new goals, like to understand what you did wrong in this year, how you can change. And for me it's things like that because like I said, this year is a little different because I didn't pass with my family the Christmas and the Happy New Year. I believe I will stay with my friends because my family just came come back to my city the 2 of January, and I believe I will pass with my friends because it's stay alone for me will not work. I prefer pass with my friends that they pass alone. But I will remember with about my family because sometimes I born in like the same city that the other my relatives live, but when we moved from the city, the time that we can like group like all other the relatives is just like this time of year because like the children are on vacation and the people most of all uh, get some vacation in this time too, and is that the age that we can like group everybody, and it's more hopeful because sometimes like when you for me for example when I visit some related that I didn't see like so much time. I just remember like all the things we passed with them, and that for me is a real some way like to re-energize myself like for a new year, and that is real good for me. I believe I'm not like the person that makes some goals like the year like so I will lose some pounds or things like that, but I try to be more reflective this time, like to understand like what the things I did good, because 1 year is so much time. But like you say about the year passed faster for me is the same. I feel the same. Like sometimes I remember like just in the beginning of the year some situations, but it's a new year now, and it's so much fast. But that is the life, I believe. Like some year after year will be more faster. But if we just don't reflect about like how I can improve myself, how I can do a better, how I can change my mistakes and make a good choices. I believe if we don't do that, maybe the years will be more faster than enough. So for me, it's a real important like to be more reflective this time. I know like the the best one is like be reflected like all the time because it's better. But for me, like to have this opportunity is a real good. So Beatriz, for me, I don't had my creative like I said is not real good today, and it is topic like I don't have like so much things like to talk about like Christmas songs. But if you want to share another thing about this holiday, about this app of year.
No, it's me okay. I don't the person with the theme, but I think it's good. We thinking about the this holiday or the others or the movies, but my mind uh, couldn't this.
Okay, don't worry. Some topic is real challenging, and I didn't
Thank you
do.
for your time, your invent.
Oh, right. It's a real pleasure. Like try to do that because sometimes, like I said, it's real hard. I remember, I don't remember the exactly thing, but in some immersion that we tried to say about some topic, and like it was 5 or 6 people, but like everybody just like don't do like the real conversation because like it was a real difficult, like even the or natural language, and then like there's some things like that, like this challenge. But I want you to thank you about your time too. Was a real good conversations. Like to try to remember about this time, this app. I believe like it's important. Even I don't know about the movies and some things about this holiday, but I believe it's opportunity like to improve your English and to get to know about your ideas. Today I learned the tradition about Portugal, and for me was a very good.
Thank you. Have a good year.
You too, Beatriz. We just put like the survey because it's necessary. But thank you,
Ah, ok.
and have a good year
Pedro.
too.
Pedro Rezende. Ok. Thank you, Pedro. See you in the next year.
See you. Bye
Bye.
bye.